Hello my dear friends, I am Corey and let's unbox some nice fantasy animals. It's been a while since I did an unboxing here on the channel, or at least if it isn't a while, I actually don't remember. But anyway, let's make an unboxing now. And what an unboxing this is, because it is from one of my favorite skirmish game, Burrows and Badgers. Recently, Oathsworn Miniatures, the creators of Burrows and Badgers, have launched a Kickstarter campaign in order to create a new line of miniatures. And of course, since I love Burrows and Badgers, I had to back this project. And you know me, I pledged for the maximum amount of money that I could pledge because I wanted all the miniatures. Not for any particular reason, I just love the miniatures, love the game. Heck, I am basically a brand ambassador of Burrows and Badgers at this point, so might as well just dig in and buy all of the models. But what is Burrows and Badger? Well, in summary, it is a fantasy skirmish wargame in which you create your warband composed of little tiny animals that fight against each other using swords, shields, and casting magic, and all this sort of fantasy stuff that we all love. And now I can't wait to unbox the new miniatures that have come with the Kickstarter, because it was successfully funded, of course, and I have received the box just recently. So let's just go on the table so that I can unbox all the beautiful miniatures that Oathsworn Miniatures have created. Alright, so we have our little box here. I've just removed all the label because, well, I don't want you to know where I live, if to be completely honest. So let's just open it and see all the miniatures inside. I can't wait for it. Really, I'm very, very excited for this. Okay, even smaller box, and now it's completely white and it blends completely on the table. More tape to just remove. And yay, here we have. All right, this is the list of all of the models inside here, and there are three factions: the town folks, the street gang, and the city watch, with all of the names, the corresponding type of animal, and also the bases in which they are placed. Alright, so as the previous Kickstarter, Oathsworn Miniatures has published three different factions. The Kickstarter before this one was, I think, the Heroic, the Demonic, and the Devout. Now this, we have Street Gangs, Townsfolk, and City Watch. Let's just start with the middle one. Let's just look at the Townsfolk. Let me tell you, I am very excited because I know I am a super fan of Burrows and Badgers. I'm intended to actually collect all of the miniatures. Now this helps me quite a lot because then I don't have to buy all of the new models, I already have them here. And I will support every Kickstarter from now on from Oathsworn Miniatures. Now let me just start. I'm not just going to show you all of them, maybe my favorites ones. The first, of course, is this one, which is a little cat with a plague doctor mask. And I also believe that the tail is also, you know, wrapped into something so that they don't get exposed of the bubonic plague. And I love so much these models. Now also this is another model because we never had a sort of representation of just commoners and town folks, like this one, for example, which I love because it's this little lady mouse with two little children. And especially I love this one, which is incredible. I don't know if you can see it, but it's incredibly small. It's just an infant. I know. I love these models. I love them. Then the other one, this marmot butcher. Love this. Love this. You know, the thing that I love about these models is that they are so full of character, and yet these little miniatures are incredibly simple as a concept. I mean, they just represent, you know, just very common roles like a butcher, a mother, a plague doctor, a union worker like this. This is a pigeon union boss. A pigeon union boss. I don't know. Again, simple in concept, simple in the way they looks, but yet they are so full of character. I mean, you can just build so many stories about the way that these little miniatures are sculpted. This is why I love Burrows and Badgers. Now let's go with the Street Gang, which, if I have to be honest, is my least favorite of the Kickstarter. Not that they are bad, of course. Again, they are beautiful and lovely models, but it was the less attractive for me in terms of a concept. In fact, there are only like I love this the town folks. Basically all of the miniatures there were amazing. There are only like 3 or 4 miniatures that I love of this set. Again, not that they're bad, absolutely not. They are beautiful, beautiful models. This one, for example, a rat alchemist, which I think you can also use if you want as a Skaven. I mean, all the Skavens can be used as some sort of rats in Burrows and Badgers, and vice versa, of course. And I also have to point out, when the Kickstarter was running, the creator were updating the Kickstarter. They specifically mentioned the fact that, generally speaking, when you buy a miniature from them, this is a hedgehog ganger with his little pistol. When you buy a miniature from them, the website owner, generally speaking, after they cast the model, they just clean them up. But in this case, for the Kickstarter, since there were so many backers for the Kickstarter, they specified that they wouldn't be able to clean all of the models, so it would really easy to find like mold lines around the models. But if I have to be honest, also or very pronounced mold lines, but I have to be honest, this is a adder ganger. If I have to be honest, if this is the way that this model are not clean, oh boy, I don't think that I don't actually have to do any extra work. I mean, I can just stick them to a base and then just prime them and paint them. I don't have to do anything else. I'm not finding like horrible mold lines or bits of metal that need to be cut off. They're just perfect. I mean, yes, maybe there is like a little mold line for here, for example, on the top of the head of this squirrel ganger. But it's so tiny. It's so tiny that even if you paint it, you're not going to notice. Beautiful. All right, these are some of the Street Gangers. And now my favorite part, which is the City Watch. Oh boy, these are amazing. I just have to resist because I really want to show all of them, but I will have to choose because I really think that they are all amazing. But again, I will choose some of them that are my favorites, but I really love all of these miniatures here. All right, I had to choose at least 6 of them because this is the faction that I loved, that sold me basically. Well, this is a Otter Watch Captain. What I mean by that is that even though let's just say, for example, that I wasn't a fan of Burrows and Badgers, if I just stumbled upon this Kickstarter showing all of these models, these would be one of the miniatures, and these would be the miniatures that would have convinced me to just back this Kickstarter. Just look at them. I I love this. I absolutely love this. Also beautiful, this sparrow watch beast. Okay, here I can see some pieces of metal that need to be cut off, but again, I've bought plenty of Forge World and very old miniatures. This is not the worst that I have ever seen, and this is manageable in a very easy way. Now my top 4, this Chihuahua Watch Sergeant, which again, it is technically speaking a medium hound, a Chihuahua, in the Burrows and Badgers lore, because, well, if mouse are a small beast, a Chihuahua is considered a medium beast, because of course, if you compare a mouse to a Chihuahua, the Chihuahua is way bigger. Then there is this Yorkshire Terrier Watch Beast. The Watch Beast, I think, have this kind of halberdier. This is a Beck the Corbin, I think, a warhammer with a flat end on one side and a pointy end on the other side, and also a pointy stick on the top. Beautiful. I love the pose. Again, another thing that I think, let's just talk about the hobby part and painting of the miniatures in questions. Again, these miniatures, beside the fact that I already said that since these are little animals and they are made out of fur, scales and feathers, they are extremely easy to paint. If I have to be honest, if somebody asks me what miniature should I paint in order to just start, this is my favorite, my second favorite, which is a Hedgehog Watch Beast. If somebody asks me, well, there are so many miniatures out there, I want to start painting, but I don't know what to paint and how to paint, what miniature would you suggest me to start with? I would tell them, start with Burrows and Badgers. They are extremely cheap, because you are just spending for the smallest miniatures like 2 to 3 pounds per models, which is nothing, to 5 and 6 pounds at maximum. I don't remember actually, but I remember that the smallest one are just 2 pounds per model, which is, again, literally nothing. And they are cool even if you paint them with a very simple scheme. Now I love this, for example, because he has this little mask on his face, because again, you can just paint them with a very basic color scheme and they would still look good. You don't have to be a great freehander in order to make these miniatures pop on the table. This is my favorite. This is a shrew, which is called Baron Filbert de Vere. A shrew jarl, a shrew king, a baron, a duke, a noble. For example, at Oathsworn Miniatures, they have painted this little guy with like fleur-de-lis painted, free-handed on the cape and also on the front, on the tunic of this little baron. But again, if you don't do that, I will bet that it would still look cool, it would still look noble and great. You don't have to do that. They can look perfect even with a simple paint scheme. This is why I think they are great for beginners, but are also very interesting and fun to paint for very skilled painters. And I am none of the two. Not skilled, not a beginner, just in the middle. And I am happy with this, and this miniatures makes me very happy. This is my favorite again. Love this little guy. So these were some of the miniatures for Burrows, for the new Kickstarter of Burrows and Badgers. Now let me just change camera angle so that I can give you my final thought on these models. So my friend, this was a very short video, I know, but hey, I wanted to unbox something because I love this kind of video. They're very easy, simple, and I can show you all the love that I have for something, especially for these new models, which are amazing. I love all of them. Again, the City Watch is my favorite faction about this new line of models. Can't wait to paint them all, and can't wait, of course, to play with all these models. Can't wait to do that. But let me know down in the comments what you think about these miniatures, and also let me know if you would like to see some tutorials on how to paint them. If you want something more specific about painting this kind of miniatures, let me know down in the comments. I love to hear and read all the comments that you leave me down in my videos, so go wild, let me know. Also, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more videos here in my channel, and also down in the description you will find all sort of link for other videos relative to Burrows and Badgers, and also links in order to support me, like my Instagram. Just go down there and check out all the links if you want. So my friends, this is the end of the video. I'm Corey, and I hope to see you the next time. Ciao, ciao.